Hey you guys, welcome to your bi-weekly love reading. This is for Taurus, Sun, Moon, and Rising for the weeks of March 1st through the 16th, 2021. So I want to thank you guys for all your love and support. Please keep in mind these are general, so they may or may not resonate, but hopefully you get some clarity. Also, if you guys are wanting to book a personal or private reading, be sure to check the description box below for ways to reach me. If you want to reach me by phone, that is a separate process. So make sure that you're registered with bill per call and then request your call back. If I don't get back to you that day, I'll get back to you within a 7-day time frame. Be sure to check out Patreon. The Venus sign readings are there now, as well as additional content that you may enjoy. So let's get started here. We have the central issue. Heart of the matter is the Ten of Swords. We've got the Four of Pentacles. We have the Fool. We have the Queen of Cups. The King of Pentacles. We have the Two of Wands. The Ace of Pentacles. And the Ace of Swords. Alright, so looks as if someone has just decided to just let go and start completely new. Maybe you are reinventing yourself. Maybe you are letting go of someone that you were holding on to or had hopes for. It just looks like you are wanting to be set free from that energy, and I feel like you're letting go. Maybe something has changed you. Maybe you understand the purpose of a connection or why something had to come to an end. So because you are able to have some sort of a outside perspective, or maybe you've had a chance to kind of reflect, and there's an understanding, you can maybe let go or move on now and move forward with your life. Because it definitely looks like some of you could have been holding on. Sorry. Looks like some of you have been holding on to someone. Now, it also could be something that was going on in your relationship where you guys decided to stop with the control issues or stop being guarded with each other. And that also is something that you've decided to let go of. I feel that you could be involved with either a water sign or another earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. I feel like there's some sort of conversation going on between you and another person. Someone's definitely opening up and sharing their feelings. The other person is trying to make sense of it all. And it just looks like maybe someone's also been grounded now. Maybe someone had to have a reality check, and I just feel like now there's an understanding between you and another person. There's definitely some sort of plans to move forward. If you're single, you weren't dealing with anybody, it is possible that someone's going to be placed in front of you, like someone's like in your path now, and there's going to be some sort of mutual attraction. It's right now, it's just an opportunity. Don't know if anything's going to come of it. It does look like someone decides to do something or say something. So yeah, if you are single, I feel like there's, going to be some sort of communication, but I don't know where it's going to go from there. Those of you that are walking out of relationships, it just looks like you are kind of ready to explore the new. Like you've moved on. You're like, okay, it's a big world out there. Let me see what my options are. Who's out there for me, and I feel like that is where you are driven. Okay, I'm getting something about maybe three sons, but that makes me think of 3 months. So although this is for the next couple of weeks, something could continuously be playing out for the next 3 months, or something will be unfolding for the next 3 months. I do feel that someone's dreams could become a reality, or someone's thoughts become a reality. So it does look like something's gonna come into fruition here. Looks like you are going to have clarity about the path that you're on or what you should do next. Feel like you're understanding what your next move should be. If you're being pursued, you know, this is them. They're like, okay, I know what my next move is going to be. You also could be unaware that someone's getting ready to approach you. Now, I don't know what the nature of the swallow bird is, but I am hearing something about a swallow. I don't know what that means. I don't know if that's a bird where you're from. And then also something about flamingos. So I don't know if someone is in Florida, if your future love interest is in Florida. But something could be going on in regards to Florida or wherever that swallow bird is from. Now, there still needs to be some adjustments in your life because I feel like even though you might be putting yourself out there, you still end up feeling disappointed or like something isn't enough. That's not what you're looking for. Maybe you thought someone was for you. Maybe you thought the grass was greener on the other side. If you're dating people, if you're dating, you know, talking to different people, I feel like after you kind of take a step back and reflect on the connections that you have with these people, you end up feeling like it's not really enough. You're like, something's still off. I don't think this is what I wish for. And the thing is that I see, looking at that shooting star, your wish is still on the way. It hasn't happened yet. I feel like it's going to happen. It's on the way though. You just are unaware. I feel like you're trying to find yourself right now. Something is happening to help you find yourself. Like you're having to meet these people or have maybe these quick connections because they are pieces of a puzzle, but they're not the full picture. Something is a gradual process or a learning process for you. And this is also indicating too that not only do you need to have patience, but there's still some sort of healing that needs to take place. Or maybe as you talk to this person in particular, you start to realize that you're not fully healed. You're like, man, like there's still something going on in my life that doesn't add up. I feel like you can't make sense of something. Yeah, let me look at something here. Now, it also looks like if there is someone that you've been thinking about, even if you're in a relationship, something might feel like it's missing, and you might be thinking about somebody who you're no longer together with and be wondering if that person's thinking of you. It does look like sometimes you guys are tapped into each other's energies, and those moments where you're thinking of them, they're somewhere across the world thinking of you too. So many people may be trying to come at you, flirting with you, spoiling you, telling you they can do this, they can be this person for you. And I feel like none of it is what you want. You are needing to feed your moon is what I'm getting from your reading. Your moon needs nourishment. So what I mean by that is, especially those of you that study astrology, it is an astrology thing. So break out that birth chart. If you never looked at your birth chart, you can at least look and see where your moon is at. You don't have to know your exact birth time to know where your moon is at, unless your moon is like 28 degrees of a sign or like 0 degrees of a sign, because the moon can change signs within hours if it's that far along. Depends. The moon moves quickly. So if you looked at your birth chart but you don't know exactly what time you were born, but you see your moon is like 28, 29 degrees in one sign, is a possibility that you're either that or you're something else, or the next sign over. So, kind of hard to tell. But other than that, let's say you don't have to worry about that part. Look and see what sign your moon is in the house. But I'm feeling like especially the sign, because moon is an important factor in relationships. I feel like that's a way that two people are able to connect on an emotional level, even if it's a harsh aspect. And I'm no astrology expert, but that is something that I've noticed. Like, there needs to be a connection between your moons. Sometimes if there's no connection between your moon and someone else's, it's good, I believe, if at least there's a moon-Venus connection. I don't know who has to be moon and who has to be Venus in a male-female situation. But it is good, or if it matters, but it is good to have some sort of moon-moon connection. But especially like, trines and sextiles, oppositions, even conjunctions. I don't know, some people don't really care for conjunctions, but to my knowledge, and my understanding of astrology is still like limited, but I would think a conjunction would be good. But any moon aspects, and I feel like your moon is in need of something. So say for instance, you have an air moon and your person also has an air moon. Your moons would trine each other, and that would be good because that's the same element. So your styles of emotion could be very similar. You get each other. But I've also seen moons trining from a different sign, meaning, okay, so for instance, if someone has a 0 degree moon in Leo, and someone else has, what do you call it? A late degree moon in, what are we moving? I'm trying to think. A late degree moon in Scorpio, so it's about to go into Sagittarius. Your moons would still form like a trine. So even though it's a Scorpio moon and somebody else has like the Leo moon, it's still some sort of understanding between those two moons, even though they're in different elements. So my point being is that I feel like someone's moon needs to be nourished. So find you somebody if you can, who kind of is in alignment with your moon and what it needs. Now, too, I don't know if you're thinking about an air sign or if an air sign is thinking about you. There may be an option for you. Also, I don't know if you could be sad because you feel like the person you're thinking about has moved on, and you're like, man, I wish we were together. I think what this is that there's two people who really do care for each other. They're thinking about each other, but they haven't really done anything about it. Like, I was seeing these opportunities, but I don't think anyone has taken that opportunity. Oops. Yeah, so hopefully, some of these messages have resonated, though. Don't forget to leave your comments, you guys. And don't forget to like and share and subscribe if you haven't done so. All right, sending you love and grace.